Welcome back to the Cobra Trading Channel, everyone, where we focus on people, passion, and platforms. I'm Alex Bustos, and today we're going to be focusing on the rules that day traders need to know when they're new at trading. Let's get started. So there's the obvious rules around your day trading that you need to follow to find consistency and have a process, right? Your current methodology that you use for day trading, there's rules there. But what we're going to focus on is the regulatory rules that you need to be aware of so that make sure you adhere by them and you don't get caught off guard. So the first one is the Uptick Rule. This means if a stock drops more than 10%, then the SSR is triggered. And what is SSR? Short sell restriction. That means that short sellers just can't beat down on a stock that's already tanking. They need to wait for it to uptick, bounce, for them to get filled in their order. This is important for short sellers because if you are a short seller and you don't know about this rule, you may be waiting to jump into a stock on the bid. And if you do that, you may miss your opportunity because it may go without you. Instead, if you know that short sell restriction is active, meaning the stock dropped more than 10% or 10%, because it doesn't have to be 11%, it can hit 10% and be triggered. At that moment, you need to be aware that, okay, if I take a short position, I need to short on the ask. That's very important to know because it would be very frustrating for you if you end up trying to chase it on the bid and can't get an execution. And you might be upset that you missed a great opportunity. The next one is the PDT rule. Now, you may or may not know what that means, but I'm gonna tell you real quick. It means the pattern day trader rule. And that means if you have less than 25,000 in your account, you cannot actively day trade it. Meaning you can only make 3 round trip trades within a 5-day period. If you make more than 3, then you are triggered as a PDT, and therefore your account can get locked. So know this because too many traders make that mistake when they get started out and they have a small account, they start trading and they get locked out of their account. Some brokers will forgive you on the first try, but after that, they make sure, hey, you're aware that this can happen and you can be locked out for up to 90 days. It all depends on the broker, but just know you don't want to be locked out of your account. The next rule is unsettled funds. This means if you are trading a cash account, you need to know that it takes 2 days for your execution of a trade to settle the funds before you can execute another trade with those same funds that you used on that previous trade. But if you have a margin account, then you do not have to wait for unsettled funds. You can just trade freely on to the next trade because the margin gives you that flexibility. People sometimes try to create a cash account to avoid the PDT because a quick tip, if you are under the PDT, you can open a cash account as long as you trade and you're aware about the unsettled funds that are going to happen after you execute a trade, then you can limit your buying power per trade, divide your cash account by 10 or whatever you want, any number, and then say only have X amount of dollars to trade for this stock, X amount for this one, X amount. So you can have multiple trades throughout the day and you don't fall under the PDT rule. It's a quick tip that some people aren't aware of, but you need to be aware that it does take 2 days for your cash to be settled. So hopefully you now have a better idea, especially if you're new, about the regulatory rules that you need to be aware of when you're trading the market. So you're not caught off guard, getting your account locked, or trying to place a trade when you don't have any funds because nothing's been unsettled, or not missing a short because the Uptick rule is in place. So thanks so much. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to any of us at cobratrading.com. Click the live chat feature. We're happy to help you there. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because we have more content coming your way.